2018 Blu-ray update. This is everything I've picked up in March. I've got quite a big stack here, so we won't mess about, we'll just get straight into it, and here we go. First off, I've got Mother. Not seen this film, heard great things about it, and I managed to pick it up with the HMV exclusive slipcase. Have to admit, I'm really looking forward to checking this one out, and I cannot wait till I get around to watching this. I haven't really had time to go through it yet. It only came in literally the last day of the month, and just haven't had time with it being Easter and everything can work. So that's Mother. Next off is another film that I'm really looking forward to see, and the wife wants to see it, so we'll sit down and watch this together, and that's Split with James McAvoy. Again, another film that I'm really looking forward to watching. Heard nothing but good things about it. I remember James McAvoy from his Shameless days here in the UK, and he's gone on to bigger and better things, so yeah, can't wait to check that one out. This one I've picked up because it's in the same universe as Split, and I want to watch this one first to remind myself of what's going on, and that is of course Unbreakable. Another cracking film. Really enjoyed this. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson together, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out yet again. Real popcorn movie now. One of my favourites growing up, starring one of my favourite film stars growing up as well, and that is the director's cut of Commando. Can't go wrong with Arnie. I actually really love this film. Proper switching your brain off, let's just watch a bit of action. Yeah, the story was far-fetched, but what action movie from the 80s wasn't? Another one that I picked up, because this was my favourite film growing up, and I watched it probably twice a week, maybe even longer, maybe even more, sorry, and that is Predator. Genuinely can't wait for the newest one that's coming out. Do I think it's going to go the route of Alien vs Predator? No, I think it's going to be really good. I'm not saying that Alien vs Predator wasn't good. I know a lot of people hate them movies, but I don't mind them. I think they're alright. But yeah, Predator, and I've watched this again, and it's fantastic. It doesn't get old. Because I got that, and I'm a bit of a completionist, I picked up Predator 2. I think this gets a bad rap. I don't think it's as bad as anybody says. Yes, it's nowhere near as good as the original, but it's still a fairly good movie. Danny Glover's quite good in it, and there's Gary Busey, so can't go wrong really. And of course I picked up the third, which is Predators. Again, highly underrated in my opinion. Goes back to the jungle setting of the original. I think it's a really nice sequel to the first. I think it's actually quite a good film. Again, not as good as the first, but I don't think it ever will be, but let's hope the new one is. This next pickup is a film I was trying to remember the name of, because I've seen it years ago back on Sky TV when I still live with my parents, so it's a fair few years ago. And it was the guys on Killer Flicks that helped me out here with the name of it, and that is Untraceable. Cannot wait to check this out. Quite a good horror movie. Basically Saw for the internet age. So there's a killer on the loose and he kills people on the internet. However, the more people that log on to watch it, the more painful and the faster these people die. Really interesting premise, and it's a really good watch. So I recommend you check this one out, guys. I really wanted to watch this again, and so did the wife, so I picked it up. It's the original Paranormal Activity. Decent found footage film. Probably the best of the bunch. I haven't seen Paranormal Activity 4 or the latest one, which is the Ghost Realm or something, I think. Cannot remember the name of that, but 2 went downhill. 3, from what I remember, wasn't that great. The March ones was okay-ish, I suppose, but this is quite an unnerving, unsettling watch. Quite enjoyed it, and yeah, had a lot of fun rewatching that with the wife. This next one, made for TV movie, but I like B movies, what can I say. This was a really fun watch, and I did thoroughly have a good time with this one. I really did enjoy it. It only cost me a couple of pounds, and that is Swamp Shark. Made for TV, the effects aren't great, but really fun watch. Really enjoyed watching that. I've been getting into some of the classic films and some of the older horrors, so I decided to have a look at 88 films, and I picked one up to give it a try. I haven't watched it yet, but I will be watching it fairly soon, and that is Scarecrows. Complete blind buy. I do like the look of these slasher collections, and I've seen a few videos on YouTube and that, so I will probably be going for the set of these because they do look really nice, and I like old 80s and 70s and 60s B movies, that sort of thing, and this seems to be right up my street. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. Another one I picked up, which is a really good horror that I watched when I was growing up, and the fact that it's got a Blu-ray release shocks me, and it's a really, really good creature feature in my opinion, and that is The Relic, with Tom Sizemore and Penelope and Miller. Really, really fun watch about a scientist that comes back from Southern America and something comes with him, and it's a really, really good watch. A proper fun movie. The practical effects in it are really good. CGI not so good, but the practical effects are really good. On the back of that, I remembered another film that I used to watch growing up and was really happy to have now, and that is Mimic. I haven't really watched this yet, however, I did really enjoy it when I watched it last, so I can't wait to check this one back out again. Another good horror film. Give it a try, honestly, it's actually a good film. Next one I picked up was a film I watched ages ago, and I loved, and I figured it's about time I added it to the collection, and that's The Maze Runner. Really enjoyed this film. Nothing more to say about it really, it is what it is. It's a fairly good film, and I really enjoyed it, and I hadn't seen this one, so I picked it up, and that's the sequel. Watched both of these with the wife. She preferred this one, I preferred this one, and we got the third on pre-order. They were both good films, but I think the first was a bit better than the second, but personal opinion I suppose. Right, I've just seen what this one is. Right, another B movie, another blind buy, and I paid £1 for it, and I'm glad I did, because it is goddamn awful. That is Shark Week. So yeah, I did a Stardust reaction to this, so check me out on Stardust at Movie File. I'll put the link in the description, that's no problem. But it's not a great film, but yeah, I like B movies, and I can look past bad CGI and I can look past bad acting, but that's terrible. Another underrated, in my opinion, found footage film. Hadn't seen it before, and what I did watch, I did enjoy. When I did watch it, I did enjoy it. Thought it was a very, very clever premise, and I thought the way they executed it was really, really good. Could it have been made better? Yeah, but still a really, really good watch, and that's The Bay. Really, really fun. Found footage done really well actually, considering, I mean, the found footage was fairly popular with Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity, so that clearly just off the back of that, and it's a good watch. Excuse me. Another little guilty pleasure of mine, I was a fan of these growing up, and I actually like the new movies, but I haven't seen the second one yet, so I am going to be looking at picking that up hopefully next month. Ninja Turtles, really fun watch. I watched this with my kids before, and we enjoyed it, so I'm glad to have it in the collection if I'm honest, because I actually really enjoy Ninja Turtles, what can I say. Right, this film I've seen before and I didn't like it, but I decided to give it another try because I've heard nothing but great things about it, so I was like, maybe I'm missing something, so I picked it up, watched it, and how I didn't like it first time around I don't know, because this is a really, really good film. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm now going to definitely get the other two and watch them as well, because that is a really, really good movie. Another movie I haven't seen by one of my favourite directors. Can't believe I haven't seen this yet, so I'm really glad to pick it up, and I am definitely going to be watching this in the very, very near future, and that is The Hateful Eight. How I haven't seen this I don't know, but I managed to get it with a slip, so I'm really happy to have that. This was a blind buy, it was £1, nothing more to say about it, haven't seen it. The art on the front looks quite interesting, so that's why I picked it up, and for £1, if it's bad, and who cares, and that's about Los Angeles. If anyone's seen this, let me know. And finally, another film which I think gets a really, really bad rap, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I just think it is what it is, and people just look too much into things sometimes, but this I really, really enjoyed, and that's Battleship. Really like that movie. I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes out. So that's my pick up for March, guys. I think there's 22 there. Yeah, 22 movies there. Quite a sizable haul really, so that's it for this month. If you did like this video, obviously give it a like, drop us a comment, let me know if you've seen any of these, or if there's any I'm missing, or anything you think I should be picking up, because I'm fairly new to the Blu-ray collection. I've got a load of DVDs, but hardly any Blu-rays. And obviously give us a subscribe if you like what you see. All my social media links will be down below. On Stardust, I do reactions to every movie I watch, so follow me down there. The link will be below. And until next time, guys, see you again.